everyone. I am so excited to present to you our next Women's History Month honoree. As you know, in the Central Jersey Club, our theme this year is Women Providing Healing, Promoting Hope. And I am excited to really have a discussion, a fireside chat today with Dr. Tanya Randall. She is the Director of Anesthesia at Central Jersey Surgery Center, and she's being honored as our Renaissance leader this year. Tanya, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Awesome. So we're just going to have a conversation. We're so excited to get to know you and present you to our community. And let's start there. In a few words, can you explain your career and your community work for our audience?
My career, I'm an anesthesiologist, trained. I grew up in the Bronx. I love New York, so I trained in New York at Columbia Presbyterian. I then worked in the Bronx, actually went full circle, worked in the Bronx at Montefiore for many years before coming to work in New Jersey. Actually, I've worked in New Jersey now for almost like 20 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And always in this field, always in this space?
Yes, I've always been an anesthesiologist. I used to work in a hospital, but now, like you said in the intro, I work at a surgery center. So it's fairly fast-paced, a lot of different types of procedures, a lot of different patients. And I guess that's like career-wise. As community-wise, I've always been involved with my community, even when I was in the city, even when I was in medical school, college, whatever. I've always been I used to tutor. I used to run summer programs for youth. I've always been, very involved in my community. So, when I got to New Jersey, I tried to be, just as involved in my community. So currently in addition to being a member of Central Jersey Club, I'm also a Delta. And so through my work at Delta, I used to be chairperson of the Physical and Mental Health Committee, where basically I did newsletters, we did exercise programs, we did weight loss programs, we did so much stuff to try to better the health of the community. Because as an anesthesiologist, it's not like I do take care of patients every day, but I don't manage your blood pressure medicine and all that stuff. Although I do give lots of advice.
Yes, you do.
That doesn't stop me from, the patient who comes in. Like I had a patient today, came in, blood pressure was like really high. I'm like, are you taking your medications? How are you taking your medication? And you still have to go through the same thing. So just because a lot of people think, the anesthesiologist just puts you to sleep. No, I sort of take care of the whole person,
Absolutely.
So I have to really, take care of the whole person. And like, if you come in and your blood pressure is high, or if your blood sugar is high, we have to go over what you're doing and, maybe, give them some advice to take back to their, doctor and say, well, my blood sugar's been high. I need an appointment, stuff like that. But back to the community stuff. So as I said, I've always been involved in the community. I do the breast cancer walk. I think not 2021, but 2020, we raised the most money. We have like over $10,000.
Wow, that's impressive.
For breast cancer research. And through Go Red was how I actually found out about Central Jersey Club.
Okay, let's go Red for our audience, for those that don't know.
Go Red is the national program through the American Heart Association to bring awareness of heart disease in women.
Okay.
So every year we usually have a program, and of course before pre-COVID, it was in person, usually at the hospital, and that's where we, we had vendors, we had, awareness. We usually had a speaker come in to educate women on the risk and what they can do to decrease their risk of getting heart disease, because more women are dying of, heart disease as you get older, the risk increase. So that's when we collaborated through Delta Sigma Theta with Central Jersey Club. And that's how I met a lot of women in Central Jersey Club. And a couple of years ago, I was asked to join Central Jersey Club. So since becoming a member of Central Jersey Club, I've been on the Health and Social Services Committee. And I love it. I mean, we just do such great work. I like the women I work with. They're just such forward thinkers.
Right.
And I really like it. You know, I brought my sort of little own flair to it. Like before I started, I don't think they were doing newsletters, and I told them about the newsletters I did for Delta. So now we do quarterly newsletters, and you know, they've been so impressed with them. Now they're up on like the website. They're like the regional director is, you know, putting them up on the national website.
Look
I'm just like,
that.
I don't think I've ever been published that much.
So you've managed to really create a healthy marriage between your career and community, right? So using your expertise as your passion, which is hard to do for some people, and because you love it, right? It doesn't feel like work for sure.
I love that part, because as I said, I had to figure out, I mean, because when I first wanted to do medicine, you know, to help my community, I thought I was doing pediatrics or internal medicine or something like that. But when those careers didn't call me, I was just like, what am I actually going to do? How am I going to have an impact on my community? And through these, you know, organizations, I've managed to, I feel, make my impact, you know, and increase the awareness of certain health situations, you know, in the community.
And that's a perfect segue. I mean, you really answered it for me. But the second question that I had for you is relative to our theme. So women providing healing, promoting hope. And the question was, how does your work embody that ideal, right? And how would you say that you achieve that ideal in your community work and beyond? I feel like you addressed that question, but if you had to add anything to it from a female perspective, for us as women, and why it's important, right, to really focus on our own healing, what might you say to that?
I guess I really try to empower women to ask the right questions. Even though, you know, I'm not particularly, you know, someone's doctor or something like that. I mean, I hope that, you know, anybody in any of the organizations I belong to can come to me. And I've had people come to me and ask me questions, and, you know, I send them, you know, I'll ask a few questions and I'll send them to the right doctor. I'll, you know, point them in the right doctor to empower them and say, well, you got to ask the doctor this. So it's like, did you ask the doctor this? Or did he say this? Or, you know, what? I guess I feel my role is to help.
Right.
You know, I mean, I really just want to help. And I feel that I use my expertise, you know, and my experience, you know, to help anyone and everyone I can, you know, because that's what I like to do.
It's a 24-hour a day, not even job, right? It's a labor of love.
It really is. It's really something as I really like to do it. And I really like I made a referral to someone and it came back. They're like, oh, I really like that doctor you referred me to. I mean, I couldn't help her per se, but, you know, I was like, this is a great doctor. Go see this doctor, you know, or even when patients come, sometimes patients will come in and, like, as I said, the doctor doesn't seem to be really have a good handle on what's going on. Because as I said, as an anesthesiologist, we deal with the whole body, you know, we deal with what's going on with your brain, your heart, your lungs, and like everything. So I can see a whole picture, and I'm like, you know, the picture's not really working. You know, if you know, maybe do a little this or a little that. I say, let me give you a better doctor to go see.
Listen, it's important. It's you know, that bedside manner,
someone who will really take care of you, and, you know, and focus on, you know, the whole you, instead of going to this doctor for this doctor for that. You need someone, you know, take care of all of you. And I guess that's maybe that's my superpower.
I love that. So I got to tell you, I mean, we're grateful, right? We're grateful for you to be a part of our sisterhood. And I mean, as a member of Central Jersey, I mean, how has it enriched and illuminated your life, would you say?
it's given me the opportunity to do the things that I love, I guess. It's really given me the opportunity. I really feel like I'm actually helping the community, and that really warms my heart. That really helps me. Like last night we were on a call, for, the event we're having on Saturday, and it's just like, it's great. It's working with really great women to accomplish something big.
Right.
And I love that, and it really, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like a part of something, and who doesn't want to be a part of something special,
Absolutely. That is so perfect. So again, I would like to congratulate you on being our Renaissance leader. I can tell you through this conversation, you really have shared why, right? Why you were selected in terms of that, connecting that passion and that purpose to the work that we do in the community. Congratulations again. And I can't wait to see this all come together and to see not only yourself, but all of our amazing women get honored. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.